to faithfully and honestly to serve the jury to defend our peace and uphold our family. So, thank you. Good morning, everyone. I want to welcome us to the seminar series and the last one we'll have for the year 2024. First and foremost, I want to say Merry Christmas in arrears to our Christian organs and our colleagues. For those that still bring some chicken for us and turkey, please let's have them after the seminar today. And if you did not bring, thank God it's audit work today. The chicken that you killed, we're going to audit them. So what we have now is the introduction of members of IMC. And the first I will call is Executive Director in absentia, Professor Mohammed Nawal Matonda. Please let's put our hands together. Next is Director of Research and Chairman RRPC, Dr. O.A. Adetuya. Next, sorry, I'm going to speak. So. Okay, next is Dr. Mrs. O.O. Oyedele. She's our Director of Research. Also, we have Dr. Mrs. Adebisi Adelani. She's a Director of Research. Welcome. Also in the seminar hall today, we have Dr. M.V. David. She's the Director of Administration. We also have Dr. M.B. Olajide Taiwo. She's the Director of Research. You're welcome. Also, we have our Director of Research and Head of Program Farming System, Dr. M.A. Barnos. Then we have Mrs. V.A. Adedipe. She's an Assistant Director and Acting Head Finance and Accounts. Then we have Mr. E.I. Ebenezer Babatunde. He's an Assistant Director, pardon me, and the Internal Auditor. Please. Then we have Dr. I.O. Amao. She's an Assistant Director of Research and Acting Head Planning, Monitoring and Evaluation. Thank you very much. Let me quickly tell us that this seminar is broadcast live, and anyone can follow us on our pages, on our social media pages. We have on Facebook at NIOTNG. We have on Instagram at NIOT Research, on X at NIOTNG, and on YouTube at NIOT Research. Thank you very much. The chairman for the seminar today is accountant, Mrs. V.A. Adedipe. Please put hands together. It is when I was going through the program of the day that I got to know how they put the chairman and who is presenting. So, Yoruba will say, so it is today that I got to know that. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for our presenter for today, Mr. E.I. Babatunde. I wanted to put Ijaya in your name because I know auditors are giants. So, or do we have any reason to fear you today? No. Fear not. Fear not. Thank you very much, sir. Okay, we have regional citation of our seminar presenter, and that will be taken by Mr. I.K. Adedeji. Yeah.
The executive director in absentia, other members of the IMC, researchers and not research staff, ladies and gentlemen, good morning, sirs and ma'ams. I'm here to present the citation on Mr. Babatunde Ebenezer to HND, BSc, FCA, CNA, and ACE. Mr. Babatunde Ebenezer is from Itakpa Ekiti in Oye local government area of Ekiti State, Nigeria. He had his primary school education at St. Stephen Primary School, Ondo, and St. Philomena's Primary School, Itakpa Ekiti, between 1981 and 1987. The following year, he proceeded to Itakpa Oshin Community Comprehensive High School, Itakpa Ekiti, between the year 1988 and 1993. Mr. Babatunde Ebenezer Idowu tertiary academic journey began with a national diploma and higher national diploma in accounting from Kaduna State Polytechnic, Zaria, Kaduna State. He had his BSc degree in accounting from the Lee City University. And currently running his master program in accounting from the same university. Mr. Babatunde Ebenezer was employed in International Horticultural Research Institute in the year 2002 as a casual worker by Professor Olatomosun Babatola, the then executive director of the institute. In 2004, he became the head of internal audit at Gombe Outstation. He was head of monitoring and evaluation internal audit between 2007 and 2019. In between this period, he became desk officer audit under the Integrated Personnel Payroll System, IPPIS. Between 2019 and 2021, he was the head of consolidated or final account unit. And thereafter, he became acting head of financial account department in 2021. Towards the end of year 2021, he was appointed as the head of internal audit, the position he is still holding till date. Mr. Ebenezer Babatunde's career progression is as follows. He started as a casual worker between year 2002 and 2004. He became an higher executive officer between 2004 and 2006. Akatatuan from 2006 to 2009. Senior accountant between 2009 and 2012. Principal accountant from 2012 to 2015. Assistant Chief Accountant 2015 to 2018. Chief Accountant 2018 to 2023. Assistant Director 2024 till date. training, conferences, short courses, and workshops attended with dates. Between 13th of between 13th and 15th of February 2024, he attended the training tagged Capacity Building of Leadership and Administration for Effective and Efficient Performance held at National Horticultural Research Institute, Ibadan. Institute of Chartered Accountants of Nigeria annual conferences in the year 2024, 2023, 2022, 2015, 2014, and 2011. Between 24th and 25th August 2022, we attended another training program tagged Management Training on Personnel Relationship and Conflict Management and Resolution held at National Horticultural Research Institute, Ibadan. Between 14th and 15th November 2019, we attended a two-day in-house workshop on administrative practices held at National Horticultural Research Institute, Ibadan. Between 10th and 12th October 2019, we attended another training program tagged Restructuring of Finance and Account Department in MBA's organization, organized by Devenant Consult for National Horticultural Research Institute. Between 2nd and 4th May 2018, the training program on International Public Sector Accounting Standard, IPSAS, organized by Devenant Consult for National Horticultural Research Institute, Ibadan. Between 18th and 21st October 2016, National Workshop on Preparation of General Purpose Financial Statements in compliance with IPSAS Accrual Basis of Accounting held at Abuja. Between 28th and 24th July 2015, another workshop tagged Work-Life Balance for Trustee of National Horticultural Research Institute Staff Pension Scheme held at Ikogun, Ekiti State. Between 18th and 24th July 2015, another workshop tagged Life Balance for Trustee of National Horticultural Research Staff Pension Scheme held at Ikogun, Ekiti. 18th to 21st November 2014, Technical Pension Management Retirement, Planning and Eradication of Ghost Workers in Payroll held at Lagos. Between 13th and 17th October 2014, Effective Public Sector Auditing and Monitoring under International Public Sector's Accounting Standard, IPSAS, in line with the international best practices held at Bodija, Ibadan, Oyo State. Between 17th October on the 17th of October 2014, training program on IPPIS, Oracle Electronic Business Suite held at Bodija. In year 2013, Public Financial Management Reform Training using GMIS held at Ibadan. Between 17th and 21st October 2021, 41st Annual Accountant Conference held at Abuja. Between 13th and 20th January 2011, practical IT training on advanced Microsoft packages held at AG Silicon, Lagos. Between 27th and 29th of October 2009, mandatory continuing professional development MPCD program by ANA at Abeokuta of the state. Between 3rd and 18th of January 2008, planning, monitoring, budgeting and data analysis Interpretation held at National Horticultural Research Institute. Between year 2009 and 18, he attended an Association of National Accountants of Nigeria conference. On the 2nd of December 2002, another 3 months diploma certificate in computer data processing course held at Abuja, Professional Services / Institutional Committee membership. Mr. Ebenezer Babatunde has served the Institute in various capacities, such as a member, Institute Internal Management Committee, year 2021 till date, a member, Appointment, Promotion and Discipline Committee, 2023 till date, a member, Institute End of the Year Committee, in the year 2023, Institute Welfare Committee, year 2023 till date, Institute Finance Committee, 2020 to 2021. He served as a valedictory lecture committee member between 2021 to 2020. Institute Tenders Board Committee, 2020 to 2021. A member of Health Procurement Planning Committee between 2019 and 2021. Besides, he belongs to 3 major professional bodies in Nigeria, and these are fellow member of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Nigeria, an associate member, Association of National Accountants of Nigeria, also an associate member, Institute of Chartered Economics of Nigeria. Community service. He holds a treasurer position at the Fellowship Communities at All Saints College Road, Agbofieti, Ibadan. He is also an auditor at the Fellowship Communities at All Saints College Road, Agbofieti, Ibadan, from year 2015 till date. He is secretary in the Development Committee at the Fellowship Community, All Saints College Road, Agbofieti, Ibadan, 2015 to 2020. His hobbies: reading, sports, and singing of hymns. His family: Mr. Babatunde Ebenezer Idowu is happily married to Mrs. Ebenezer Babatunde Oluwakemi Omolara, and the marriage is blessed with children. Ladies and gentlemen, let us warmly welcome Mr. Babatunde Ebenezer Idowu as he graciously prepare to present the paper and the topic titled "The Role of Internal Audit in the Federal Institute." Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Let's give the hand for you. Please, thank you very much. Mr. Thank you very much. You really recoined the title today. Honestly, for as many seminars that we've had in the institute here, I've had some intimidating CVs, and I think we are trying to build ours too. We are coming up. We are going to get there. Please let's appreciate him once again. Okay, only that when he was reading your citation, I thought he was going to, when he talked about that you're a sports man, that he was going to mention maybe you belong to the club, so that I would know if I have to fight you or to be with you. We continue to fight. Okay, let me quickly recognize the better presenter today, even though she's been mentioned during the reading of citation, Mrs. Ebenezer Oluwakemi Omolara. Please, let's appreciate. And rapporteur for today is Ms. J. Omohagon. Omohagon, sorry. Thank you. Okay, now I'll hand over to the chairman to continue with the second. Thank you.
The Executive Director, CEO in Acception, the Chairman, RRPC, NIHOT, Ibadan, the Internal Management Committee, of the Institute is seated, the HOP, HOD, HOU, the representative of the unions available to today's program, all other staff that are ranked, I welcome you all. I wish you Merry Christmas and a prosperous 2025 in advance. Today we are here to listen to the topic, internal audit as a tool for management control, emphasizing on enhancing public organizational governance and performance. In the era where accountability, where transparency, integrity is the order of the day in all our major organizations, for an organization to fulfill its organizational goals and objectives, we know that the role of internal audit can never be overemphasized. That is why we are here this morning to listen to this topic, for the presenter to introduce us to what is internal audit, the roles and objectives of internal audit in an organization, the benefits derived from having a well-structured internal audit unit. What are the roles to individuals, to the staff, to the management, and to the federal government of Nigeria that established this organization? The benefits, the limitations of internal audits. That is what we are going to listen to in today's seminar series. Today's seminar series is so important that I can hear some people because an internal auditor is to reach us. No. Our internal audit units or internal audit have they are our friends. The only thing is that we segment our activities for effectiveness of every organization. That is why an internal audit is being established. And we have the experts that will take us through this, what we have highlighted and other things that he has for us this morning. So I want to invite the presenter, Mr. Ebenezer Babatunde, to take us through the topic within the space of 45 minutes. And after that, we are going to have opportunities for questions, for questions and other contributions that will enlighten us more on this topic. So I want to give the avenue for the presenter, so you can have the floor for the next 45 minutes. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Let me stand on the existing protocol, but at the same time, I must greet my executive director, Professor M.L. Atanda, in absentia, ably represented here, Chairman RFPC, my senior colleagues in the management, the head of program, head of unit. On a lighter note, when everybody was congratulating me on this seminar, sincerely, I don't see it as a big deal. But when I begin to receive some congratulatory message, I began to forget, wait, what is this? You know, I've never been a serious person. People that are closer to me. So when I was congratulations, people messages, what am I to do? What is the big deal there? You know, to come here and do whatever I need to do and get out of the place. But on the same note, it's very good. Thank you, everybody. Yes, today I want to take you through the internal audit as a tool for management control, enhancing public organization, governance, and performance. You know, internal audit is very, very important unit in every organization. And I must tell you, at times people see us as maybe a police or watchdog or whatever. Sometimes they go and call myself, we call ourselves a watchdog. The next year we call ourselves a police. Everybody began to call us police and watchdog. No, at the same time it is good. But our responsibility is to make sure that things are done right in the organization. You don't know my name. I'm asked to be using my hand to press this button. Next line. Yeah. Many objectives. In our profession, in everything we do, we like putting learning objective. Many of you may see it as a table of contents. And in our abstract, everything we put down here is encompassed in our abstract. Introduction is there, definition of internal audit, role of internal audit, best practice, objective of internal audit, characteristics of internal audit, techniques of internal audit, scope of internal audit, benefit of internal audit, challenges. We face challenges too, challenges and limitations of internal audit, recommendation and conclusion, acknowledgement at the same time. Yes. In introduction, internal audit is a systematic and independent examination of an organization's internal control process and system to ensure their effectiveness and efficiency. In public organization, internal audit play a crucial role in promoting good governance, accountability, and transparency. The primary objective of internal audit is to provide assurance to the executive director and other internal management that the organization internal control are operated effectively and that financial statements are presented fairly. What we mean by that statement is just internal audit is established to make sure that everything you are doing in this organization is done in the right way. Nobody is a liar. We are bound to make mistakes one way or the other. But the role of internal audit is to checkmate, to correct you, to put you in order, and to make sure that everything is done in the right way. Definition. You may want to know the definition of internal audit. Internal audit is an independent appraiser function within an organization for the review of all activities as a service to all level of management. What we mean by that is independent. I will say explaining what is independent to you as we go on. But when we say it's an independent appraiser function within an organization to review all activities, both financial and not financial. Even you are here, I'm to audit you at times. In your pocket, I'm to audit you. Whatever you do, it's my responsibility to know that you are what? You are all right. Now, let's continue. Internal audit is a control which measure, evaluate, and report upon the effectiveness of internal control for financial and other as a contribution to the effective use of resources within an organization. You know, many people see us, what are you, what is your problem? When we are going to the field, asking what is this, how are you using this, how is this one? We must make sure that every resources in this organization must be used effectively. Now, another definition is internal audit can also be described as an independent objective assurance or consulting activity designed to add value to and improve an organization operation. We are to add value. If we are not here, everybody will just be doing what they like. But with the presence of internal audits, you know, every organization will do what the right thing. It helps an organization to accomplish its objectives by bringing a systematic, disciplined approach to evaluate and improve the effectiveness and risk management control and governance process. The role of internal audit. Internal audit contribute to a public organization governance in several ways. Number one is risk management. You know, internal audit try to identify risk, you know, assess it, and make sure we reduce it to the barest minimum. Internal audit help identify and assess risk that will impact the organization's objective, ensuring that management has a clear understanding of the risk and take appropriate mitigate actions. You know, at times when we write memo, when we see something, we write memo to the lead through the management that this is what we observe. You know, we always observe. This is what we observe, and this is our recommendation. And by the time we do that, we are contributing our own what are the risk management in the institute. Number two, internal control. Our main function, some of us that are closer with our PSR or financial regulation, if you check through, you see the role of internal audit. And number one is to establish an internal control. And what is internal control? Internal control is just a strength or measure to make sure that everything is done in the right way. You know, in every organization has a system. Now, as a system where we operate, we have department, we have unit, we have every other thing. And in the department, we have system. And that system, internal audit will ensure that, you know, we have a goal in mind, and everybody must work towards that goal. So it is our responsibility, the responsibility of internal audit to make sure you are working towards the goal of the institute. You are working not toward your own goal, but the goal of the institute. That is internal control. Compliance. Now, you know, every organization is established for a purpose, and with the act that establish every organization. So there are some things, there's a law that we put in place that everyone must follow. So it is the responsibility of internal audit to make sure that we follow all the rules and regulations. Internal audit ensure that the organization is compliant with the relevant rules regarding regulation and policy, reducing the risk of non-compliance and associated penalty. You know, when we receive visitors from Abuja, sometimes you see us entertaining some visitors from Abuja. What are they coming to do? They come to check maybe we comply with the rules and regulations. Performance improvement. Internal audit identify area for improvement and provide recommendation to management, enabling the organization to optimize its performance and achieve its objective. You know what we say by performance improvement. All our work is to what is to we are trying to improve the system. We are trying to see how to achieve our goal. Now, we have best practice. You know, when you hear best practice just you know what they are doing elsewhere, that's what we are doing here. You know, by the time you see internal audit in abroad, maybe in London, and come to Nigeria, come to NIOT, you see they are doing the same thing. You know, we have something we call IFSAS, that is international that we follow and in presentation of our books. Now, that IFSAS give us a guideline. In any way you go, you see that it's the same thing they are using, the same preparation, the same preparation, and the results are what? Are the same. So I want to explain to you the best practice of internal audit. Number one is independence. Internal audit should be independent of management, free from the conflict of interest. This is where, let me explain this one to you. You know, this independent, at times you see other departments, when they want to write a memo, they write a memo and direct it to do something. I'm directed to copy you, I'm directed to write you, I'm directed. For internal audit, we are never directed to do anything. Nobody directs us. Nobody directs us to do anything. We do our work within the ambit of the law and to the best of our knowledge. Within the ambit of the law and to the best of our knowledge. One day, on a lighter mood, they brought a job to us, and I gave it to somebody in my unit to audit. And he came to me that, oh, this person is not a doctor before. Now he's putting a doctor, but he didn't attach the certificate of his professor, the doctor certificate. And I said, okay, go ahead and query it. So he queried and said, I'm directed to ask you the certificate. And I asked him, who directs you? He said, you. I said, I'm not the one. I'm not the one that directs you. Just right, you observe that this name you are being called, your letter or your certificate is not being attached. So every auditor, there is no small auditor. We are one. Objectivity. Objectivity. Internal audit should be objective and not biased. At times we are family. That's why we are family. But we must not bias. Whatever we do for someone, we must be able to do it for everybody. Not that somebody is closer to it. When I reduce maybe some things, some office requests, and I leave others. No, we must not be biased. Now, professional internal audit should be conducted by a professional within the necessary skill, knowledge, and experience. To be an internal auditor, you must be a chartered accountant or a national accountant. Risk-based approach. Internal audit should focus on high risk area, ensuring that the most crucial risks are addressed. What we mean by this, there are some things when you request now, you don't know what you don't know the law that guides. So I saw some people say, right, you wrote about 2 million, you want to collect 2 million. And if he call me, Pastor, I say, sir, can somebody collect 2 million? I say, we are telling them the junior part of the we can be on what? Of their consequence. So, the law says you cannot collect more than 200,000. But there are some ways we manage it that says, okay, this is for research, and when it is research, you must be able to increase the something. Another one is continuous improvement. Internal audit should be a continuous process with ongoing monitoring and evaluation in internal control process. Our aim is to improve the institute. Internal control. In my introduction, our definition, I make mention of internal control. Internal control generally just is to value to make sure that everything is done in the right way. Or by the time, at times you see us in your department. Now, before, maybe we came last year and we told you some things. We are still coming this year. Some people say, what are you coming to do? You have come before now, what I do, but we must make sure, we must see that what we lay down, that is what you are following. That is internal control. The internal control is a process designed and implemented by an organization management to provide reasonable assurance regarding the achievement of objectives. The following are objectives of internal control: reliability of financial statement. Our financial statement, we submit it to Abuja, we submit it to National Assembly, Accountant General, Auditor General, and there are some places we submit our financial. By the time they are reading it, by the time we do it in the right way, and they are reading it, they know that, okay, what these people are presenting it in a good way. Effective and efficiency of operation. Effectiveness and efficiency of operation. Optimizing of resources, productivity, and performance. We must not waste anything. All our resources, we must use it for the purpose which it's meant for. Number 3, compliance with the law and regulation. I've explained that one. Adhering to the relevant law, regulation, and standards. Number 4, safeguarding the assets. If you see us going up and down, asking or maybe during our stock taking, we are trying to safeguard the institute asset, protecting the physical and intangible asset from loss, death, and damage. Sometimes ago, one auditor came and he saw in the front, our front there, he saw a GP that has been broken. So he didn't mention, he left, So the next year, unfortunately for us, it came again. So I met the new one there. So he asked, so how did you change this? The last year I came, I see a broken something, but you are changing, and I didn't see it in the asset ledger. Now beginning, and that is why we see some of the things we say we think that it's not necessary, that the researcher may not be able to buy some assets. What happened is that we just appropriate money to one scientist and he bought the asset and he took it to the site immediately without taking it to the store for proper recording. So the guy asked and he queried us and he tell us, okay, your penalty and all this thing for a GP gave us the penalty of how much, and a GP that is not more than 100,000. So at times when we say, so if you buy something, it's not that you cannot buy it. You cannot buy at times. Maybe your material in the lab, pipette that Dr. Olumide is always buying. And other things you can buy. Do you understand? We in the store of procurement might not be able to know what you want to buy or the quality of what you want to buy. So, but by the time you buy it, take it to the store for proper accountability and record it, and let them release it to you. We said, say no. Compliance with relevance. Okay, right. Preventive control. We have type of internal control. We have preventive control, e.g., segregation of duty, access control. Our job is to prevent. So we put some internal control that will prevent errors, that will prevent theft, that will prevent any other things. And when we put some internal control on ground, things will be in order. Another one is what? Detective control. When it has been done, it is the responsibility of internal to detect it. And how do we detect? Is by reconciliation. We put one or two together to reconcile. Another one is what? Corrective control. When the error has been perpetrated, or whatever we call it, e.g., error correction, we make sure we reconcile everything and correct whatever that has been done. Component of internal audit. Environmental control. Every organization has caution. We have caution. We have the way we do our things. Every organization has the way we do our things. That is caution and ethics. We have this assessment. We identify, we analyze, and we mitigate. Control activity. Policies and procedure. We make sure we follow policies and procedure. Through training. You might not know. Sometimes when I've said that some of us need to be trained financially so that we can know when I say somebody cannot request for more than this amount, I will say, this not even some of us didn't even know our day trip, our night allowance, and so. And somebody wrote 35,000, and when it was in, I think it was in 11 days. And if director does not know everything, it's our responsibility to correct. So I corrected, and he came to me and said, why do you have to reduce my distance? Well, after ED has approved it, it's our job. When we are here to correct it, we are here to make recommendations. Whatever he came as a lecturer, he may even know. But at times, when the job is made, he can approve, what this. And when it got to our responsibility to make sure that the right thing is what is done. Control activity, okay. Information and communication, reporting. In every one of our most job is reporting. We write reports monthly, quarterly, half year, and yearly. And it is expected to be all our reports will be submitted to Abuja. But because of the conscript money or the other, maybe make it 2 times in a year. So there must be reporting and feedback. When we write a report, we submit to the ED. ED will mark some things, and that's why we like to use sometimes. They have to correct this one, correct that one. Another one is monitoring activities, audit review. We have 2 types of audits. We have pre-audit and post-audit. In pre-audit, and that's why we audit your vouchers. It has not been paid. When the voucher has not been paid, it's pre-audit. But when it has been paid, it's post-audit. Do you understand? That is financial. Procedure used by internal audit in ensuring effective internal audit. We use test transaction and audit balance. We test some transaction, we use sample, something, review of document and record. Carry all the books. We review the books. Conducting interview, we meet one-on-one, ask you, how do you do this, how do you do this, what is your aim, what is your on conducting interview with management and other staff. Another one is analyzing financial data and trend. The scope of internal audit. This is where we cover. At times people refer to it as a type of internal audit. But mainly we have the type of audit which I've mentioned before, the audit and post audit. But this one is the scope. Internal audit is an organization cover a wide area, a wide range of area, including financial audit. Financial audit is all about financial audit dimension, I will explain it. Financial audit, operational audit, compliance audit, information technology audit, environmental audit, social responsibility audit, risk-based audit, control, evaluation, and test. You'll be asking me, are we doing all this what I just mentioned? Don't worry, all of them are our job, but some of them are not being done in this place. So we didn't explain. Just pick one or two in that one. You need and explain. So financial audit. Financial audit is the process of examining and evaluating an organization's financial statement, recording and related documents to ensure accuracy, completeness, compliance, and relevance law and regulation. It takes a thorough checkup for an organization financial health. Government give us money, and every year and every time we want to see what we use the money to do. And it is the responsibility of internal to ensure that we check what the money that has been paid, who the money has been paid to, what they have used the money to do. Can you see the work is plenty now? It's enormous. We make sure that money is paid to the right person. We monitor the money, that the money is used for the right thing, and we back for the result of what they use the money to do. Somebody say, okay, I want to do this. I want to see the end of that research so that everything will be documented. Importance of financial audit. To ensure financial statements are presented fairly and accurately. You may not know what is financial statement. Financial statement is just the conclusion or the compilation of the money given. This is what we have, how the money given and how we have spent it. Dr. Abo, I think he knows about that, he knows about budget, and the accountant prepared the financial statement for the institute. Number 2, verified assets, liability, and properly recorded and valued. We verify assets. At times you go to substation, I can come to, your feed is an asset. What you are doing in the feed is an asset to us, so we must see it day to day, how it grows and what we use the money to do here, and the result, what we want to achieve with that money. Number 3 is assessing internal control and risk management process. What we mean in this is that internal audit makes sure, as I said earlier, that we identify risk. When we identify risk, what we do, just try to mitigate it, try to shift it. Somebody came sometimes and asked, are you doing the procurement process in this place? And I was a little bit, somebody like me, if you see somebody that is lower than you and is questioning you, rubbishing your job, at times I'm not happy. And that is why we make sure that we do our job. And I asked him, what do you want to procure? He said, you want to know all the process. And then I said, the procurement officer. He said, no, but you are an auditor. And I begin to tell him, okay, the institute has a procurement committee, procurement planning committee. After the procurement planning committee, it comes to budget. Everybody from procurement planning committee, we put it into budget. And the budget will be sent to Abuja. And when it is going to become the appropriating act. Am I right? And when it becomes an appropriation act, then if the money is given, we advertise. If we advertise, in 3 days, dollar and federal tender in Abuja, people submit, and if they submit, we evaluate both financial and technical. And after technical, we select somebody. I say, no, it's okay. It's not that we don't know what we are doing here. So don't just come to this place and be testing us of our ability. No, we are colleagues. We are working in the federal government, working in the federal government. So what makes you better than me? There's nothing. So, but by and behold, it is better for us to do our job, follow the law in the right way. Where are we now? Number 5. Provide stakeholder with confidence in the organizational financial reporting. Sometimes, at times, I'm not really happy when people comment on our seed. Say, I bought seed here and it's not working and it's not germinating. Some of our job is to know our stakeholders. We have people who buy things from here. Somebody bought, I think, the budget citrus, and at the end of the 3 years, follow your what is it called? Negative of it. And you need to prune. You need to prune it. The one that's supposed to grow, that one that's cut off, and the one you don't grow up, then that's what we reap. That's what we reap. And they said, oh, but all by and build, what we are trying to say is that we must be able to satisfy our stakeholder with confidence that whatever they are buying, they are getting value for what they bought. Operational audit. Operational audit is a type of audit that focuses on evaluating the efficiency, effectiveness, and economy of an organization operation. It is like a thorough examination of how well an organization is running its day-to-day activity. It is the responsibility of internal audit to monitor the day-to-day activities of the world of the institute. At times I will be calling, this place is bushy. I'll call the farm manager, please, this place is bushy, can you cut it for us? It's part of internal audit exercise. In operational audit assess various aspects of an organization operating, include process and procedure, how we do it, process, what's the process, what is the procedure. We must know the process must be written. What if you want to achieve something, what is the process? What have you put down? How do you want to achieve it? Internal control, I've explained internal control in the beginning. Risk management, as explained in too, that we assess, we discover, we assess, and we mitigate the risk. Resources utilization, make sure that all our resources are utilized in a better way. And that's why at times we go to the store, where do you pack this one, where do you pack this one, pack this one like this, do this one like this. The performance metric and benchmark, there must be a benchmark in everything we do. Must be a benchmark. We must be able to compare it with what other people are doing. Complying with policy, laws, and regulation, as I have explained it before. Identify an opportunity for improvement. You know, our job is to recommend. When we see some things, we recommend this is how it's supposed to be done. You know, sometimes we go see, okay, for example, the toilet you are using is not good. We write, okay, this toilet is not good. Now we write, and okay, what do we do? How do we do it? We have money. If we don't have money, you say, there's money on ground. If there's no money on ground, we postpone to the right time. Improving operational efficiency and productivity. Enhance effectiveness in achieving organizational objectives. Reducing costs, we have to reduce costs, and that's why somebody said, no, at times we go for market survey, and we have a list of what we are using in this institute. And at times, somebody say, we want to buy toner, and you put 45,000, and this toner is cost, and so this toner is not, it's 12,000 naira. So I should pay all details, and don't say that one just too much. You want to buy a toner, times 3 of one. No, I will not be fair to the institute if I audit for something naira, of something they are buying 12,000 naira. Say, go and please, I won't repeat it for you, but go ahead and reduce it. Comply with yes, identify the opportunity, yes. Then the goals of operational audit are to improve operational efficiency and productivity, enhance effectiveness in achieving organization objective, reducing costs. Okay, that's where I was. Reducing the cost and optimize resources allocation. We must reduce the cost to the barest minimum. There's something we call value for money audit. The institute must get value for money. Therefore, for every material, you know, at times somebody like me, okay, we are on high or not here, I may not be able to say some things. Okay. Yeah, strengthen internal control and risk management. Identify area for improvement and implement change. Yeah, we have compliance audit now. That is what our people always come to do in Abuja, you know. And already, you know, the system we are using now. I told people it's not easy to steal money in government again. And people say, is it true? You know, whatever you are doing now, as you are entering it, you are seeing it in Abuja. And anybody coming to here will have print whatever we have, you know, identified so many high transactions, millions transactions right now. You want to come and see how it's okay. Is it comply? Yes. Yes. You know, she's my sister. We are from yes. Oh, you want me to audit that? Don't worry, I'll do that. Yes. Please, how many times have I used now? I think I've had plenty of time. Don't worry. But I think you are enjoying the session. God bless you. All right, we have compliance audit. Compliance audit is a type of audit that focus on evaluating an organization adhering to relevant law, regulation, standard, and internal policy. It is like a thorough check-up to ensure that the organization is following all the rules and regulations. You know, admin only use their, I think they use only PSR and the other one, what's the other? Condition of service. But you know, in internal audit, you know, we have plenty of them here. We have plenty of them. Like compliance audit assess an organization compliance with number one is financial regulation. We have financial regulation. You know, somebody came and I said, oh, check page so and so. I said, do you know where the page is? So what we read every day is what we work with every day. And I gave it to all my staff that they should be reading every day. You know, you don't just sit down here and you know, we think we come, tell you the rule as the regulation. This is how we do that because we are reading the book. We have financial regulation, we have PSR, we have audit guidelines, we have instant, we have circulars, we have Nigerian constitution. Nigerian constitution is big and you must be able to read. When something becomes a lot, you know, at times it's divided into two. You must be able to check it, okay, which one is relevant to what you are doing. And again, we have Procurement Act. Procurement Act is as big as this. We must read it because we must not make any mistake. They will ask you, where are you when this thing is done? Do you understand? Where are you when this thing is done? And at times, you don't like to be blamed for what I supposed to do. So Procurement Act, we read it and make sure all our procurement follow the rules and regulation. Information technology, IT audit. You know, in information technology, IT audit is a type of audit that focus on evaluating an organization IT system, infrastructure, and operation to ensure they are secure, effective, efficient, and effective. It takes a thorough examination of organization technology and data management practice. You know, we have just started with this one now. You know, our accounts, our audit, our stock. You know, we are computerizing it now, and we know the importance is that we don't need to carry file up and down. Say file of this contractor, but we should be able to check. You know, its transaction. We call it audit tree in finance. We're supposed to be able to check the transaction from the beginning to the end. Well, okay, let me check through the system. What's the name of this contractor? How much are we going to? How much are we paying to him? At once, not that okay, bring me the file. Let me see. How much will I be paid to him? The balance that will remain, no. So the account and audit are store now. Very soon. Very soon, we start with it. Benefit of internal audit in today's business environment. Any issue? Yes, let me see maybe I can audit them. I just keep moving up and down. Benefit of internal audit in today's business environment, enhancing governance and accountability. Number 2, improving risk management. Number 3 is increasing operational efficiency. Number 3, better financial management. Number 4, support for strategic decision making. All our work is for decision making. Management, by the time we write a report, management want to know. You know, sometimes ago, if you want to go to Abuja, some people write, okay, 100,000. Some will write 50,000. Some will write 30,000. To go to Abuja, and I wrote to the ED, there must be uniform. Okay, what is the standard? Somebody going to Abuja, how much can we give him? Somebody is going to Abuja, how much fuel can we give him? And we put the standard, we write to the management, and it was approved there before the cost of the fuel. Right. But now, well, to go to Abuja now, you need about 220,000 naira to fuel any of our in-laws. So if people are going to Abuja now, we might them together. Make sure wait for this one. Yes, now that is cost benefit. That is cost benefit. Wait for this one. They are good by providing assurance, guidance, and insight into their operation. All operations, both in the lab, in the field, in the accounts, in everywhere. Now, we have limitations too. You know that we face some challenges, and one part of the challenges is independence and objectivity. You know, we report to executive director, and when the executive director say, "This is what I want to do," we can only advise. I don't do it like this. If you do it, you are trending on the individual part of the negligence, you know, which can be of their consequence. And our own is to just advise. So, but we thank God for this organization. You know, at times you see me with the ED, not there is nothing much because of the advice, because of the advice, you know, prolonged to the relationship. Now, we have independent and objectivity. I said it must not be biased with everybody. 10 minutes, don't worry, I will finish. Competence and skill. Now, there must be, any internal auditor must be competent. You must acquire some skill. Then resources constraint. At times we face some resources constraint. Now I said that we're supposed to be, you know, tracing our transaction from the beginning to the end. You know at times you go to account, bring me file, go to account, give me file. But when everything is connected, you know, you just trace it from the beginning to the end. Then management by out. Recommendation. To enhance public organization governance and performance, we recommend the following. Establish a strong internal audit function. Public organization should establish a strong internal audit function with a clear shape and objective and scope of work. Number 2, provide adequate resources. I make mention of you face some things. If you are supplied with adequate resources, at times you may not be traveling to substation to see what is happening there. There may be no money. But thank God for this executive director. At times he promised us 2 times in a year to go to our substations. But it's supposed to be quarterly. Provide adequate resources. Public organizations should provide adequate resources, including funding, personnel, technology to support the internal audit functions. Implement a risk-based approach. Public organizations should implement a risk-based approach to internal audit, focus on high-risk area and ensuring that the most critical area are addressed. You know, at times you may be, when I say risk-based, you may be asking, what is risk-based? You know, there are some things we do now in our procurement. We're supposed to bring APG. APG is just a bond from the bank or from an insurance company. And the contractor may not know, we just say, okay, pay me this. And at that we need to write them. You know, we call them, we write them. Where is your APG? And if they supply the APG, we need to confirm. You know, at times some APG are from the way. They just write some things, and we need to confirm. Are you the one that that supply this APG? And if it's the one, we print and put it inside the file. Number 4, monitoring and evaluation. Monitor and evaluate internal control. Public organizations should regularly monitor and evaluate internal control, ensuring that they are operating effectively and that management has adequate control in place to prevent or detect material misstatements. Number 5, provide training and technology. We are still talking about our recommendation. Provide training and development. Public organizations should provide training and development opportunity for internal audit staff, ensuring they have the necessary skill, knowledge, and experience to perform their duty effectively. To God be the glory. Personally, now has tried for me sincerely when they were reading the citation act, at least in this organization, I'm going to have more than 10 trainings, both outside, both in and outside. Conclusion. Internal audit is a crucial component of public organization governance, play a vital role in ensuring effective management and of resources, risk, and performance. By adopting best practice and implementing recommendations, public organizations can enhance their governance and performance, ensuring that they are operating effective and efficiently. Acknowledgement. All glory and honor to God Almighty, who has given me the strength, wisdom, and knowledge to complete this seminar paper. His guidance and providence has been my rock. My sincere gratitude to my able executive directors, CEO, Professor ML Adanda, for giving me the opportunity to stand before you, and also his guidance, support, and encouragement have been immeasurable to me. My appreciation goes to the entire internal management committee now IMC for approving such knowledge sharing opportunity as it is. I would also like to thank the staff of internal audit and our colleagues in finance and account who have provided helpful suggestions and discussion that have been enriched my understanding of this topic. I acknowledge the support and contribution of the Research Review Planning Committee, RRPC, especially the chairperson, Dr. Adetuda OE, and Dr. Amoy Ifoluwa, who has been on my neck from the first day, from the first day to this present moment. I say a very big thank you. Lastly, I thank my family and friends who have supported me with their times, love, encouragement, and prayer throughout the presentation of this paper. Thanks.
Thank you. Let us appreciate him more. I want us to appreciate ourselves for that broad attention. Thank you, Mr. We are listening to the topic, and I know we have gained one or two things from what has been presented to us this morning. From the topic, he has highlighted the meaning of internal audit. Internal audit is an independent examination of processes of an organization, not only books or records, but the entire processes, the entire thing about NIOT. And one of the recommendations of an organization to be a self-accounting MTA is that we should have a structured internal audit. And NIOT has one, and it goes to the management. And also, the management has given the fair independence for the internal audit to work. And I can assure that there is no maybe witch hunting or imposing, decision on the internal audit. And another major thing that we need to know that internal auditor, our internal audit unit, is responsible to the management of the institute. That is why they are own boss. It is only the management and the executive director that can give them instruction. And the major objective is that they should, minimize risk as he has highlighted, and to make sure that we comply with rules and regulations. And one thing is that we checkmate us, because most of us, we don't, we are not maybe knowledgeable in this aspect of finances, and we have to know. Please, I want to use this medium to encourage every one of us. Even if you cannot read all the financial regulation, let us know the part that, from time to time is applicable to us, especially in the area of advances. Because at the end of the day, like I said, transparency, integrity is the order of the day. There is no hidden transaction anywhere again. As you are applying, as your name is being inputted in the system, the giving platform, they can see everything. Sometimes they will call names of people. Who is this person? He collected so amount, so date. What has he done with him? What like? So somebody from outside picked that retirement and was asked for a but we were able to maneuver our ways and to convince them to please. But to avoid this, let us the aspect of advances that is peculiar to most of us because of our responsibility. Let us know it. And another thing is that the purpose here external auditor is being established, like I said, for us to compare, then for the effective of the activities of the institute, and to reduce risk, to reduce cost, to give value to the fund is being given to us. Another importance of internal audit, where they are special, is that when people come from outside, the external auditors, the people from Abuja, they ask for the auditor's reports for them to form on their opinion. That is why our internal auditor has to be, be the one that is being established well, structured well, and that we inside can rely on their report. Because when people come from the outside, they will ask for their report, they will go through their report. They will want to know if there is weakness in the activities or the decision of the management. And when they can pinpoint one weakness, they can, based on that, start, asking questions, want to dig deep into other things that they are not supposed to. So another thing that we have to cooperate with the internal auditors when they ask questions is for our own good. It's for us to be checkmate. It's for us to do the right thing. So that people from outside, when they come, when they see all our activities, they can be sure, they can rely on their judgment on the behalf of the institute. So we also talk about various types of audits. You can see them, and I know we will have questions, and any gray area that we want to be enlightened. This is an opportunity for us to ask questions. So I will give room for questions. I hope we'll be able to manage the time. Maybe two from each side, if that's not much. Two from this side, two from here, two questions. If that will not be much. But I want, before that, I want the internal management committee to respond and give what of advice or contribution to the topic. Thank you.
Can we put our hands together again?